Ladies and gentlemen, the American jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Let's dive right in. Yesterday, Trump held another cabinet meeting. These things are works of beauty. Every one of his cabinet secretaries gathered around the table, and they talked to the media in great candor. It's a wonderful thing to watch. Did you see this with Bush and Obama and Biden? Hell no. I think it happens every 2 weeks. Speaking of, at that meeting, Trump brought up Putin and says Putin talks all nicey, and then there's a bunch of BS. And for those of you that are complaining that Trump said he wanted to end this war and not provide any more weapons to Ukraine, circumstances change. And always remember this. He couldn't predict how Putin might respond. And the minerals deal that he's gotten with Ukraine justifies our further supplying of Ukraine. We will get all our money back and more on that minerals deal. Trump and Epstein, everybody's losing their minds over this. I did a detailed Facebook Live. For purposes of the news, I'm going to go straight to the point. Number one, I predict that a list will be put together and released in the not too distant future. And number two, let's stay focused on what really matters. All the wonderful things that Trump is doing. That's what matters. All the wonderful things Trump is doing. And we know Trump went on the list because they would have released that sucker. Trump had a great crack at General Milley yesterday. And what it was is, he said, General Milley told me that it would be more expensive to move all those weapons than not. Because that's when I knew he was stupid. You got to love Trump. All right, James Comey and John Brennan are on investigation. Mr. CIA, Mr. FBI. Both lying scumbags. Just think, to have the responsibility of the Central Intelligence Agency and the FBI and to be that lying and corrupt. Unbelievable. The Texas flood. Well, there's all kinds of great stories coming out of the rescues. Two girls holding hands, two sisters holding hands, they were found. Girls that were singing Christian songs, and the flood receded and they didn't perish. But it's just an awful, awful thing. Trump, 50% on copper tariffs. Good. Trump, 200% on big pharma tariffs. Good. Trump needs Jerome Powell to be fired. By the way, let me tell you about this. What did Jerome Powell say? We need to keep these interest rates up because of high inflation. Inflation's not an issue, and he still does it. Jerome Powell's a Democratic operative. No Chinese land, the agricultural secretary announced they will not allow Chinese-owned farmland in America. Good. Take away what they did take. Under Trump, a record number of drilling permits. This is what you mean when you drill, baby, drill. Biden's cell phone, a reporter once got a cell phone. They had to rechange his number because Joe Biden goes, well, who is this, blah, blah. I just watched Fox News this morning talking about how they prepared him for debate, one of the authors of this book. And what a joke. Joe Biden was a completely demented fool. And he was our president of the United States. TSA is no longer requiring you to take off your shoes. I guarantee, do you not feel safer under Trump administration and not getting more common sense rules under a Trump administration? World news, we don't have anything special to report, but in pop culture, this apparently is a global event, not just here. Apparently, July 9th is going to be the shortest day in recorded history. It's all because of the moon, apparently. Isn't that interesting? And you know what? We hesitate to post a video of this former NHL player beating the hell out of this golfer that threatened him because we worry about violence, that you get in trouble and get dinged. But this big old golfer took on a guy, and this NHL player threw him in the lake once, almost threw him in the lake twice, kept telling him to stop, but it's hysterical. Sports Without Boundaries in Wimbledon. Alcatraz won, and Djokovic started playing at 10 a.m. this morning. And Anthony Davis apparently had an eye issue, a torn retina of the Dallas Mavericks unibrow man from UK. That sounds serious. And your Shakespeare insult of the day is, do not be a foolhardy, lily-livered canker blossom. Dr. Cowboy Chuck Melman will love that one. A foolhardy, lily-livered canker blossom. Check out my local news if you live in the tri-state area.